The greatest contribution of the Ateneo de Davao to its community is in its graduates. Part of the formulation of the strategic plan distills for us a profile of the graduate, whether we are in the grade school or in the high school or in the college or in the graduate school or even in the law school. What we're interested in are graduates who have imbibed the special vision and mission of the Ateneo de Davao and are willing with their lives to put this into practice. There are 9 points that can be used to describe the profile of the Ateneo de Davao graduate. We hope that our graduates can first be educated leaders in society for the common good, especially for Mindanao. The Ateneo de Davao sui generis leader. By that we mean the leader that is specially trained in the Ateneo de Davao according to the vision and mission of the Ateneo de Davao. We have had many leaders formed in our Ateneo halls in the past. Unfortunately, many of them have been leaders merely for the private good. We hope that they will be leaders who are proudly university educated, not leaders who will act without their thinking. We hope that our leaders shall, through their instruction and learning in this university, be people who will be sensitized to the truth that does not just educate for the status quo, but the education that educates in order to transform the status quo into a new tomorrow based on the common good. Secondly, we hope that through our education, our graduates may express their faith through commitment to justice. Faith as a real relationship that we have with a real God. But faith that, because of this relationship, is willing to translate the relationship into life, into action. This faith cannot be comfortable with a society that is filled with injustice. Our graduates, we hope, shall be people of faith who do justice in a context of cultural plurality, in a context of inter-religious dialogue. They shall be people of faith who do justice not just with words, but with action. Not just because they're paid, but because they're people who have faith and who, even beyond payment, are willing to express their faith in justice through commitment to justice. Through this strategic plan, we hope to have graduates who are open to giving of their service freely to others, to spread education, to spread faith, to spread learning, to work for justice, to promote interreligious and intercultural dialogue, be able to work for the preservation and promotion of our common home. Or we hope, thirdly, that our graduates can positively contribute to belief in a secular world. The secular world is the context in which a diversity of beliefs can live together side by side. The secular world is not the secularistic world. The secularistic world which finds no validity for the genius of religious inspiration anywhere. But the secular world is the world, the context in which diverse religions can express themselves and worship God in the way their conscience and their insight dictate to be true. The secular world allows for religious inclusiveness. And we hope that our graduates in this secular world shall be able in freedom to express their belief and live their belief according to conscience in religious freedom. We hope that our graduates shall be able to engage in dialogue with people of different faiths and cultures and work for peace. In this world of diverse religions, we must be able to produce graduates who can enter into the realm of inter-religious dialogue, where it is possible for Christians to talk to Muslims and Muslims to talk to Christians, and Muslims and Christians to talk to Hindus, and Hindus to be able to talk to Jews, and all of them to be able to talk as well to atheists and agnostics alike. Our graduates have to be able to handle themselves in a diverse world of belief, so that in the diversity they find confirmation in their own faith and in their own convictions. We must be able to produce graduates who can also promote intra-religious dialogue, so that we can talk about religious beliefs and convictions without concluding that because one does not agree with us, God mandates us to cause violence on the other. We need graduates who are willing to live out and promote environmental stewardship. Graduates who shall be willing to take issue with those who would engage in environmental destruction, in mining, in aerial spraying, in deforestation, in the lack of urban planning. Graduates who would be willing to do something about this. Graduates who, because of their training here, shall be ready to take care of our shared common environment in the future. In a situation where there is still so much poverty, 40% plus poverty in Mindanao, near 60% poverty in Muslim Mindanao. We need graduates who, through their entrepreneurial spirit, who can produce wealth, not just for the few who are wealthy and rich, but we need people who can produce wealth and at the same time ensure that it is equitably distributed. Therefore, even in our classrooms, even in our discussions, in our papers, in our research, we must be thinking about what it is that makes equitable distribution. Is the principle of distribution work to those who work, financial reward. But what of those who do not work? What of those who are children? What of those who are elderly? What of those who are sick? What is a principle of equitable distribution of wealth for them? Is the principle, therefore, to each according to human need? Or will we go further, to all according to humane need, according to the demands of culture, of humane working conditions, humane dwellings, of higher health care? Because there is tremendous wealth already in the Philippines, but it is not being equitably distributed. So equitable distribution considers the common good, and in the common good, no one is left out. We want graduates who can work for and with vulnerable communities for their development. Read the newspapers, listen to the radios, hear what's going on in TVs. The Lumads are being murdered because of interests coming from an aggressive type of development, because of interests coming from capitalists. The Lumads are the most vulnerable people around. Among the vulnerable communities is still also the Muslim community. And since this is a Jesuit and Catholic school, we must be able to work to serve the Roman Catholic Church. But in serving the Roman Catholic Church, also to serve principles of religious inclusiveness, so that the ethic of the Roman Catholic Church is not forced on the entire Philippine society, and not wish to impose its Roman Catholic morality on all in a diverse society that we have. And our graduates finally must be willing to lead in the promotion of educational reform. Basic education for all, higher education for as many as possible. Quality assurance that is independent, objective, and assured by peers. Academic freedom that is genuine and not monopolized by a central government power. I hope we can work together in fulfilling this mission of bringing such graduates to our society as our gift, our contribution to the common good.